Um, hey, here's Rafael Martinez from the Veteran Mortgage Team, and he can serve you in all 50 states.
Yeah, that's right. Nice to be here.
Well, thank you for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about what as a first-time buyer with a VA loan, what do we need and what cost, and give us a little rundown what all is needed.
Yeah, okay. Usually the first thing you want to do is get with a lender to get pre-approved, and be able to pull your certificate of eligibility from the VA website, and that'll tell you if you're eligible for the VA loan. And if they don't get it automatically pulled, because it's usually a quick automatic thing, then they'll get a notification on what they need to get from you for you to see if you're qualified for the VA loan. So if you've been on active duty for more than 60 days, you're probably good. And it just can't be 60 days, within training where you're in a training status. If you're in the fleet and whatnot, then you're probably eligible. And if you're in the reserves, then you need 6 years of reserves service to be eligible. Or if you get activated under active orders, then you can still be eligible if you were activated. So there's a lot of different ways to see if you actually qualify for it. And then as part of the pre-approval is there's no max limit on the VA loan, but you can only qualify for what you can get approved for based on your credit, your income, debt to income ratios, and stuff like that.
Okay. What costs are involved?
You have standard closing costs that are on every real estate transaction. And then there's the VA funding fee. And if you receive VA compensation from the VA, then you would be exempt from the funding fee, which can save you some money. It gets financed in a loan or paid in full. Usually everyone just finances it into the loan. And that's on the first time use, it's 2.15% of the loan amount. And then on subsequent uses after that, it's 3.3%, unless you put a down payment. And you can lower it by putting a down payment. But all the regular closing costs that are on every transaction, title company fees, mortgage recording fees, um, the insurance and taxes that are all prepaid, and then setting up the escrow accounts, all that's still included. And a lot of people think that since it's a zero down payment loan, that you don't have to pay closing costs, but you do. And the way around that is usually getting the sellers to cover it for you with seller concessions. That's how most people get away with not having to bring money to closing and stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because, um, it gets put sometimes out there like there is no fee for a VA buyer, which is not true because you still have your other costs as well, like your survey, your inspections,
Yeah.
um, if you buy a property with a well or a septic tank, you have those inspections you're going to pay for. So there is quite a few fees actually involved. So um, I think that's important to put that out there and not have VA buyers believe it's completely free, and then they get that shock, like, no, if there's this, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, definitely. And that's another thing, the inspections. So the VA does an appraisal, but it's not an inspection. So we always still recommend getting a home inspection.
yeah,
Yeah, because that's how you know what you're really getting yourself into with the home and everything that could be wrong with it.
exactly. Well, perfect. I think we pretty much covered everything, like the basics of it. So um
You want me to go over some other things that a lot of people don't know about the VA loan that you can do with it?
yes, absolutely.
Right. So a thing that I've been doing a lot recently is VA renovation loans. A lot of people don't know that it's an option where you can buy a home that needs work and then you can finance the renovation costs into the loan amount. And the way it works is basically you go under contract just like any other home purchase, and then you get renovation bids from a contractor. Contractor gets approved through the VA, which is a simple process. Then they get approved through our lender, and then you can order the appraisal with the renovation bid, and so that the appraiser will give her the value as subject to all the renovations. And so you can get a higher appraised value, and then you can include those renovation costs into the loan amount.
Oh,
It's
that's
a cool,
awesome.
yeah, it's a cool product that not a lot of people know about, and it's not advertised a ton, but it's pretty simple to do, and it's great for someone that maybe isn't getting their offers accepted on the nicer homes they want, but they find one that, needs a little work, and they want to repaint everything or redo the flooring or update, siding, fix roofs, stuff like that. You can include it. And there's no max amount on the renovations either. It's if you go over 200,000, with our lender specifically, if you go over 200,000 on renovations, then it requires what's called a second level review. That's just where the management looks it over, and a HUD consultant gets involved and reviews all the plans on the renovation and everything, and they basically oversee the project. That's what the HUD consultant does. But it's still possible. Anything over 50,000 requires a HUD consultant. Anything over 200,000 requires second level review by the management team at the lender.
That's very good to know because a lot of homes don't even qualify for VA loans because if they're the stipulation there is
Yeah, yeah,
so that is a good option for for VA buyers if they really like a house but it wouldn't really go
yeah,
through
but
it.
it might not pass the appraisal. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for giving us that information and I really appreciate it. Can you give us your information in case somebody's looking for a lender?
yeah. So my name is Rafael Martinez, with the Veteran Mortgage Team. I am in Texas, but I can do lending in all 50 states. And my phone number is 682-583-3515. And my email is rmartinez@theveteranmortgageteam.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much.